gosh. Thank you, God, for allowing me to come here on YouTube Live. It's been a little minute since I've been here and gonna lie. It's been a little minute since I've been. But I'm so happy and grateful that we are back. We are starting off the week right. Technically, too, it literally, the first day of spring was March 20th. It is March 23rd, so I'm feeling excited that we're going to consider this new season the new year. And like when you really think about it on a literal sense too, why would we not want to celebrate newness in the earth, newness within ourselves? Like I know for me, after once the spring weather, even actually once daylight savings came, I really started to feel better. I started to feel ooh, more excited leaving work. I started to feel more I'm just excited for all of the great things that are about to be happening. Whereas this past winter season, yes, there was a lot of growth that I experienced, but just like with a literal plant, a lot of that growth sometimes can be the internal, the underground, what is happening at the root level. And to now be about to enter into the spring season, I truly feel myself about to blossom. And I am excited for that. And one of the things that I want to make consistent in this blossoming season is my Angel Talks Live every single Sunday. So I have to push the time a little bit today because, again, I ain't gonna lie to y'all, I was asleep. I was asleep, and I always like to give myself I didn't want to rush and like get myself ready just to hop on. So I extended the time, and that's my business. But I'm so happy and grateful that we are here today. And what we're gonna do, I always love to start off all of my lives with some positivity. So I think first, let's go ahead and just say some gratitude statements. So, being grateful, expressing gratitude has become a consistent habit because I was very intentional with building it and based off this book called The Magic. And so one of the practices that the magic describes is count your blessings. And this can be as simple or as complex as you make it. But for me, we're just going to say simple and we're just going to literally count 10 blessings that I am experiencing now in this moment. So, I am grateful to be alive. I am grateful that God woke me up this morning. I am grateful that I am here on YouTube Live. I am grateful that the joy I experience, I'm able to spread to others. I am grateful for the pretty flowers I have all throughout my apartment. I'm grateful for the weekend celebration I was able to have to celebrate my mom's birthday. I am grateful for the paycheck I received that has allowed me to have fun this weekend. I'm grateful for my apartment that keeps me safe and protected. I'm grateful for my car that keeps me safe as I'm transporting to different areas. And lastly, I am grateful for the start of a new week. Every you can you define what your new year is in a sense. Some people do like to wait till January to create their new year's resolutions, but why not treat each day like a new year and being ready to attack each day, being ready to truly align yourself to the goals and the things that you want for yourself to have. Why not treat each day like the gift that it really is? And I literally, just before coming here on TikTok Live, I have posted a quick little affirmation of the day. And today's affirmation is I am alive, so I cannot fail. I am alive, so I cannot fail. And what I want anyone who hears those words to understand is that the fact that you are here, the fact that you are breathing, the fact that you are able to still have sense of your senses, God has kept you here for a reason. And if you know that you are here for the day, because again, all we have is this present moment. We do not know what tomorrow will bring. We don't have to focus on what yesterday brought to us. but being able to be present in the moment and allowing us to be confident in the fact that whatever I am set out to do today, I can do because I am alive and I cannot fail. There's there is no failing. There truly is no failing. The only failing that we have is because of the standards that we set for ourselves internally. But why set a standard of failure or failing or passing in your life when literally every day is just a chance for you to be grateful? Every day is a chance for you to excel in some area. Every day is a chance for you to do better, you know? And I want to encourage anyone to really see each new day as a gift. We live in the present because it is a present, it is a gift. But what are we doing with the gift, you know? Even for myself, there are times where it's again, I'm someone who can easily focus on the things that aren't currently right in front of me, whether I'm thinking about things that's about to be happening in the next couple of weeks, or if I'm allowing myself to be what's the word, or if I'm allowing myself to focus too much on the things that have already happened that I cannot change either. But what we have the most power in is in the day that we have today. We don't have power in yesterday. We don't have power in tomorrow. We have power in today. And I want to encourage anyone watching this, what are we going to do with the power we have today? Let me write that down. What are we going to do with the power we have today? One second, y'all. One of the things I've been realizing my power is in literally going live, you know? Before, especially at the start of my YouTube journey, I used to get so hung up and feeling like, oh, I'm not talking about anything of substance, or feeling like I have to have like a very strict outline before every, YouTube live, whatever. But especially, I've been doing a lot of TikTok lives lately, and the way I've just been able to see myself become more authentic as I allow myself to be in the moment, you know? There's so much beauty in being able to allow my words to flow straight from the heart right now, you know? I don't really have any notes. I'm literally writing down as I'm talking the notes and, the words that I want to keep on for myself. But going live has really shown me just how much of God's vessel of light and love I am, especially when I allow myself to be in the moment. Because what will happen if I'm planning to go live on YouTube, but I'm so stuck on, oh, well, what topic am I going to talk about today? Or, well, how am I going to show up? And, how can I keep people engaged? I'm so worried about the outcome. But again, it is, oh man, and this is something that's been very big for me in this current moment. It's not about the outcome and trying. It's not trying to. I'm not trying to plan for the perfect outcome. I'm trying to do the action so that I reach a level of clarity from doing. You know, I don't need a perfect outcome. Sorry, I don't need to focus on a perfect outcome. I need to focus on the action in the process. In the process. How often do we allow ourselves to focus too much on the final result to where self doubt can arise when we're thinking about something that's so far from our current reality? If you have a goal to, if you have a goal to lose weight and, get to like a certain, body weight for yourself, but the vision of where you want to be is so far from where you are now, it can discourage you from taking the simple action to get to that point. Because again, with the goals that we really want, often the things that we really want, it's not overnight. And if it is overnight success, you should be worried about it. Because often if you obtain it overnight, it can be taken overnight. But when you allow yourself to truly be in the process, allowing yourself to truly gain an understanding, that's when you're able to truly sustain the results, sustain the outcome that you want for yourself. Because what good is it is sorry, what good is it to allow yourself to achieve something but not be equipped to keep it? What good is it to achieve something but not be equipped to keep it? I'll tell you what, it ain't good. It ain't good at all. Mm. What good is it to achieve something but not be equipped to keep it? Man, this is big for me. So if you've been following along on my journey, and I am so sorry I did not do this. Hi, love. Hi, love bugs. My name is Kayla the Angel, and I am so happy and grateful that you are here today. Let me do my little brief little introduction. My name is Kayla the Angel. I am a content creator as well as a joy influencer. So, following along with me, subscribing to my channel, you will gain access to all the joy that I love to spread to others and encouragement, especially through the power of affirmations. Excuse me. Ooh, man. So, for myself, I have achieved something that I was not equipped to handle, to keep. And just to give a little bit of background to you all, so I participated in network marketing when I was in college. And in my head, I feel like it was a little backwards because most times people do that, when they're a little older. But I had like pretty young experience in it. But I loved it. I love being able to share value with people. I love being able to share an opportunity that truly was helping me in real time and being able to see that it could help others as well too. And so in this network marketing business that I was a part of, I I'm not going to negate the work that I put in. However, I did see a quick level. I did see success quicker than others, and it was a good feeling because, of course, I was still putting in the work, still doing the things, still showing up, and I was at a point to where it was like, oh wow, like I've been able to help X many people. People are relying on me. I'm helping out with different trainings, like truly feeling fulfilled. But on a surface level, seeing the success, but internally, there is the best success that you experience is also comes after you have prepared yourself internally, and because often the things that can take success away is the doubt that you have for yourself, a lack of confidence, a lack of action, and it can be hard when certain external factors, when you are allowing certain external factors to keep you from being yourself and being who you can be in business or even in life. And so, again, I had reached this fast success at a very quick level. And just like with all things that honestly happened overnight, it, like, of course, it wasn't immediate, but after some time, it did kind of feel like I was just starting to see like this slow decline. It was like a roller coaster. I had reached this high point and I was kind of cascading at this high point, and then all of a sudden, the drop off started happening. People weren't interested in the business anymore. People weren't seeing the success that I was seeing, so they wanted to, back out. And there were just so many different things happening that made me feel unsure about who I was in business, when simply it was just a season of my business where it wasn't doing well. But because I never learned to separate who Kayla is from what Kayla does, when my business wasn't doing well, I was not doing well internally. I was doubting myself. I was being rude to myself. The negative thoughts were on repeat 24/7, you know? I was putting myself in a dark place because I saw that my business wasn't in a good place. So I felt like I didn't deserve to be in a good place mentally, emotionally, or anything like that. I allowed myself to get so absorbed into creating the outcome that I wanted that I did not realize that I was becoming a person that I did not want to become. But I was doing what I felt was right to get me the results that I wanted. But is it really the results you want if it's at the expense of who you are? I feel like it's not. If what you have to do is truly at the expense of who you are to your core, then that can honestly be a big sign of misalignment. And I'm grateful now for the foresight that I had, but little Kayla, I say little Kayla, what, 22, 21-year-old Kayla, she was hurt, She was hurt because all she knew is what she could do. I had built myself up to be this person that did so much. Kayla was great in school. Kayla was a good public speaker. Kayla was a content creator, promoting her business and all these things. I allowed myself to be defined solely by what I did, not who I was. Man, I allowed myself to be defined by what I did instead of who I was. So even though on a level, I did, there was a voice inside of me that did believe that, okay, Kayla, you are an entrepreneur. You can do this. You can be a mentor. You can be, a true leader to others as well. But when in my reality, oh, I'm seeing people leaving my business, I'm not getting the results that I want in the product, or I'm not able to, truly explain to people the right way, and I'm not able to mentor people in the way that they need, and how easy it was for me to internalize a quote unquote low season in my business, and it transformed into a low season in my life overall. And what I am now realizing as I am restarting my entrepreneurship journey is how important it is to be grounded in who Kayla is, who I know myself to be, so that regardless of whatever happens in my business, it is not reflective of who I am to my core. Now, what happens in my business? Am I able to have the insight to re-strategize? Yes. Am I able to have the insight to pivot? Yes. But will I allow myself to, when I'm in a slow season, will I internalize that as, Kayla, you're not doing enough, you need to do XYZ, something's not adding up, da da da. Well, all that does is put me into a loop that keeps me from doing and believing in myself in the way that I need to. There is a level of self belief that you have to be truly successful in business. And the first time around, I did not have it because I was so stuck on the action, and on what action would take me to the result that I wanted. And when it wasn't linear, if A plus B wasn't equaling C, that's when I got upset. That's when I'm like, well, they said if I did this, if I posted 10 times a day, if I show up to the live, if I call the people, if I did all the things, they said I would be successful, but I'm not. And what I did not realize is that with anything in business, yes, you should be able to learn from others and gain guidance and wisdom from others. But what someone else has done to reach success is not going to be what you need to reach the same level of success for yourself. Because everyone's path is different, everyone's journey is different. There are things you have to learn on your road to success that will allow you to keep the success. But if you're so busy worried about, oh, well, this person, they're doing XYZ, so I should be doing the same. Instead of allowing yourself to see, like, okay, I see they got this going on, but because I know who Kayla is, I know that there is something in business that I need to do that is going to look different from what everyone else is doing, you know? And being able to respect that about yourself, being able to embrace that uniqueness, you know? Embracing the fact that your journey is not going to be like anyone else's. And allowing yourself to know that there is no failing in life. When I ended up having to quit network marketing because, I was putting in more money than I was receiving back at the end of the day, where I was also at a point where I needed to have more income being generated for myself, it felt like I was failing. But what I am now able to see is that when I quit network marketing, the world didn't end. I didn't die. God didn't strike me down and say, like, all right, girl, that was your one little mission. You did that. Cool. Come on back to heaven. Like, that didn't happen. I quit. And if I'm being honest, God looked out for me in so many ways. When I quit network marketing, even though I felt like I was denying myself of so many of the things that I wanted in the life that I wanted for myself, I am now able to see how much God was just showing, hey, Kayla, I can provide for you. I need you to believe in me, you know? I need you to depend on me. And how much He has shown me that it's not all on Kayla. Like, I can depend on God. I can be in relationship with Him, and I can be in business with him at the same time too. And man, it's just such a blessing now to, again, just being able to, what's the word? Is it foresight? I think so. Having the foresight to now see and, look internally within myself as all the great things that have happened and that are happening to me. So again, when I had quit network marketing, like literally within like a month span, so many things started to be on the up and up for me. I was able to get a car. I was able to start a new job, and though I still felt like I was, what's the word? Um, what's the word I want to say? I still felt like I don't know, there was a part of me that still felt like, well, maybe I should still do it, or maybe I can still do more, even with this new job. Da, da, da. But I'm grateful that I was able to accept that, hey, this is just a different season of my life. Like, sometimes it can be easy to stay in what's comfortable, but allowing ourselves to let go of what's no longer serving us so God can start pouring into us the things that we need for this new upcoming season. Mm. Man. All right, I'm gonna have to go back because I don't know if I'm gonna remember that one exactly. Man, all right. Man, see that's the thing. That's how beautiful God be working. Cause I'm like, I don't even know exactly what I said, but I know it was some fire. Like, and I want to write that down, but I'll go back and I'll watch the replay, just like anyone who might be watching this replay now. Man, what do I want to say? Okay, so that was like good. Oh, I can't remember exactly. Okay, it's okay though. Ah, man, thank you, God. So again, again, to let go of what's no longer serving you. Mm. allowing yourself to let go of what's no longer serving you so you can receive what's ahead of you in this next chapter. You know, what's coming to mind for me right now? Y'all know that meme where the oh man, thank you God. The little girl, she's holding the teddy bear, and it's like a little cute teddy bear. And then they got white Jesus in front of her. I need to make sure I say that because Jesus was a black man. They got white, they got white Jesus in front of her. But there's a bigger teddy bear behind her back. And and God has his hand out, and he's like, like, do you trust me? And that image is it's very much, I feel like, definitive for what I experienced. And in terms of being able to, even if, because even again, like with the girl, like I thought I was doing the right thing with network marketing. I thought I was aligned to what I needed to do and who I needed to be, but I wasn't, and that's okay. It's okay because when I quit network marketing, my world did not end. I simply was able to open myself up to what was next for me. And even with everything, that doesn't mean that you should spend the current chapter of your life focused on, oh, well, I know I'm not going to be here forever, so what's going to be next? No, you can also spend this time to still learn what it is that you need to learn in this certain season. What it is that you need to experience so that in the future you're able to hold on to the gift and the blessings that are going to be poured upon you as well. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah. Oh man, what a blessing it is. Ooh, all right, I'm getting a little cold. Oh man, thought I got pen on my pillow. Man, okay, I'm so grateful. Literally only 27 minutes in, but I definitely feel very good at just about the words I was able to just speak through right now to myself. So thank you, God, for speaking through me in this season, in this moment. Let's see. We started off the live with some gratitude. So let's go ahead and recap some affirmations that I wrote for last week. Let's see. Hmm. So these, I think, I can't remember if I had went live last Sunday. If I did, it must have been on TikTok. But love bugs, these affirmations truly speak to where I am in this season and the truth that I want to affirm for myself. Always remember that affirmations are the words and phrases that we need to hear to believe the truth about who we are. It's so easy to allow ourselves to get stuck in the loop of negative thoughts that can be on replay in our head, but understand that in order to stop that, you have to be the one to fill in the noise with positivity, to fill in the noise with optimism so you can believe in yourself and believe in the things that are about to be happening for you as well. So, let's recap last week's affirmations. I am a content creator. I am an entrepreneur. I am an income producing joy influencer. I am joyful. I am creative. I have a voice worth listening to. I help others find joy. I am a princess. I am a queen. I am solution oriented. I embrace the process to the outcome. The journey fills me with passion. I am persistent, and I am in business with God. I always like to sign off my affirmations saying thank you. Thank you, God. Thank you for these words. Thank you for the positive noise I'm able to put inside of me so that I can show up as the woman that God needs me to be. Again, because I'm alive, I cannot fail, and there is more that God needs for me to do. Who am I to allow self doubt to keep me from the assignment God has over my life? Who am I to allow a lack of confidence to stop me from taking courage in the daily things that I need to do? It's time to show up for the version of myself that I need to be. And I'm so grateful for how the power of affirmations has helped me with that. And that's why I'm super excited to share with you all that I have a affirmation guide called Off the Page Affirmation Guide. It is available for purchase on my website at www.calebtheangel.com. If you are someone who is currently in a place of your life where you need to be kinder to yourself. Affirmation started for me where I was tired of the negative loop I was in of my negative thoughts. And I needed to take control of it instead of allowing my negative thoughts to control me. And what the off the page affirmation guide will provide is a 3-step process to helping you transform your life and how you see yourself, and allowing the power of affirmations to truly take root in your life so that you can live life off the pages of your journal. Because what good would it be if I'm writing, I am a content creator, I am a joy influencer, but I'm not showing up on YouTube Live, or I'm not posting enough, or I'm not putting in work for my business and, updating my website and doing all the things. The beauty in affirmations is that we are the ones that get to put in the action behind the words. And the 3-step process that I have is, before you even write the affirmations, first you're going to take time to perceive what you need to hear. All right? That allows you a chance to truly personalize the affirmations to what you need in that specific moment. Second, then you are going to write the affirmations by taking a look at your perception, and then you're going to be able to see, okay, currently I have been feeling unmotivated at work, so I need to affirm that I am consistent. I need to affirm that I am on a path to achieve my goals. Allowing yourself to transform the negative thoughts that you may have into affirmations that can help affirm the truth of who you are. All right. And then the third and final step, after you write down the words, is to confirm them with your action. To show up in the world as the beautiful person that you are, as the hardworking person that you are, as the creative person that you are. Whoever it is you are affirming yourself to be, you have the power to confirm it in your action so that you are able to create proof for yourself against the negative thoughts that the world may try to tell you. But no, we define who we are. We can allow ourselves to see the truth of who we are. And especially for any of my believers, you especially aligning yourself to the truth of who God has said we are in the Bible. It is a beautiful feeling when I'm able to go directly to scripture and I'm able to see, okay, God said I am beautifully and wonderfully made. Why would I not see that for myself too? God says I am his child. I am protected by God at all times, and allow myself to sit in that feeling and to believe it as well. And again, the off the page affirmation guide is truly something that can transform you, especially as we are in this newness. We are in spring. We are in a season of rebirth in nature around us. Why not allow you to take new roots into becoming the person that you want to be? So if you're interested in purchasing the off the page affirmation guide, go ahead and head to my website via the description link, and you will be able to gain access to that. So I am super grateful that I was able to show up here on YouTube Live. What we're going to do, we are going to write some affirmations to truly allow us to start the week off with the encouragement and the joy that we need so that we can be the person this week. Be the person that we need to be this week. All right? So, get some water. Y'all see, so side note, so my mom's birthday was this past Friday, and she wanted to go see the new Snow White movie, the live action. And while we're there, first off, while we're at the movie theater, and like, it literally was like 15 minutes of like ads, not even like movie trailers, but like commercials and like advertisements. Because again, I don't mind going early if I'm able to, see the different movie trailers for what's going to be happening soon. But it literally, the movie was supposed to start at 6:30. It's like 6:45, and we haven't even started seeing any trailers yet. Excuse me, y'all, it's crazy. All right, let's see. Today is Sunday, March 23rd, 2025. Okay, I'm sorry. So I was saying that to say, when we finally started watching the trailers, I saw the trailer for the new Stitch movie. So I was like, let me go ahead and wear these earrings, just because I saw the Stitch. Here, let me get close for y'all. My little Stitch earring. He's so cute. So I probably will be seeing the live action Stitch movie, just because, like, I mean, that's a classic. That is a classic for me as a 1999 baby. All right, so as we are sitting here about to write these affirmations, I am so happy and grateful for the words and phrases we will be able to affirm as truth for ourselves. I'm so grateful for everyone that will be able to hear these affirmations and gain the encouragement and the confidence that they need to show up in the world. I am so grateful for everyone who is able to see the power of affirmations in real time. So I think, of course, first things, I am alive, so I cannot fail. I really like that one. What that affirmation means to me is allowing ourselves to embrace the present moment and know that we have an opportunity to do more and to show up for ourselves and the future version of ourselves that we will be as well too. I treat each day like a gift. Y'all know how it is when it's your birthday and you blew out the candles on the cake and you're about to start opening up your gifts and stuff. That feeling of gratitude that you have when you start thinking about, oh, how am I gonna style this new necklace, or how am I gonna wear these shoes, or oh, how am I gonna use this new game. The same way how when you are opening up a gift on your birthday, you immediately get into, wow, how can I express my gratitude in this with this gift by using it. There is power in expressing your gratitude for the present day by deciding to do something today, by deciding to show up for yourself, by deciding to be committed to your goals. Each day, each gift is going to look different, but how you show up and use the day to your advantage, that's where the power lies. Man, I love that. I treat each day like a gift. Mm, let's see. Looking at my little notes from. I am preparing to sustain my blessings. I am preparing to sustain my blessings. What this affirmation means for me is literally knowing that preparing myself to sustain the blessing looks like allowing myself to not be focused on the blessing, but knowing that I am someone who can sustain it, who can keep it for myself. Man, I'm preparing to sustain my blessings. As I am restarting this entrepreneurship journey, I have so many dreams and goals for myself, but I know that what's important this time around is making sure that Kayla's good. Making sure that, yes, I am committed to the daily action of showing up for my business, but whether or not people purchase something from me, whether or not people show up on my YouTube lives, that does not define me in business. It simply is just a learning tool for me to then show up better in the future. But how can I learn how I need to show up if I don't start showing up? You know? You learn how you need to show up by showing up. So that's why I'm here, you know? Doing the lives, posting the content, sharing the products and services that I have that can truly help people. And just being grateful for the process and everything that's happening for me, not to me. I am grateful for the things happening for me. Things are happening for me, not to me. I am defined by the truth of who I am. Mm. Man, what a blessing. I'm really excited to start going live more, on back live on YouTube. So for anyone that is here new to my channel, know that you can start seeing me live each and every Sunday at around 8 p.m. or so. If it ever is a little earlier, I will definitely always keep you updated. You should. I will do my best to start scheduling the lives by Thursday. So I know this next Sunday I will be. I am hosting Friends this weekend, but by night I should be all good to go. Now I will say the Sunday after next, I'm gonna be in Raleigh, North Carolina, because I'm going to a music festival. So super excited for that. So I'm not gonna lie, might not be live for that. Well, sorry, might not be live that day, but y'all know me. I'm gonna make up for it. So don't don't even worry about that, cause I got you, and I love showing up for y'all, and I love being able to create this long lasting content that truly is able to help and encourage people. Whether you're watching this tomorrow, whether you're watching this 6 months from now, the value and the words that I'm sharing can still resonate in your heart the way that it's supposed to. And what a blessing it is that I'm positioning myself to spread joy to people now and in the future, you know? I am positioned for success. I feel like I want to do one more. Let's see. And lastly, I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Mm. What that I am fearfully and wonderfully made. This affirmation affirms for me the uniqueness that I need to embrace and accept as my purpose, you know? God made me to be Kayla, not for me to feel like I need to be like anyone else. He made me so I can learn to live as the fullness of who I am, to live in the authenticity of who He made me to be. And what a blessing it is that the more I affirm myself, the more I'm able to see myself the way God sees me, the more I'm able to align myself to the blessings that God has for me as well. And so I am truly grateful for that. And yeah. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. Hi, love bugs. My name is Kayla the Angel, and this week's affirmations are: I am alive, so I cannot fail. I treat each day like a gift. I am preparing to sustain my blessings. I am grateful for the things happening for me. I am defined by the truth of who I am. I am positioned for success, and I am fearfully and wonderfully made. Thank you, thank you, thank you for these words of affirmations that help affirm the truth of who we are. All right, love bugs. I'm feeling so good and so grateful that I showed up today for live. I am so grateful for everyone that was able to attend the live. I'm so grateful for everyone that will be able to watch the recap. I'm so grateful for the encouragement and joy I was able to spread to people as we start off this new week. I am about to go. I think I'm gonna get Wingstop for dinner tonight. I'm craving like some kind of like some like buffalo wings. I feel like that'd be really good. So that's what I'm gonna do. So love bugs, I hope you all have a great rest of your day, great rest of your night, whatever time you're watching this. And I will see you next time.